My name is Dr Ozery. I'm the Executive Director of the Cooper Athletics Leadership Program here at Georgetown within the Athletic Department. I've been here a wonderful 2 years. In addition to my position as the Executive Director for our leadership program, I serve on our senior staff. I'm the sport administrator for our men's soccer team, so I had a pretty incredible run this year with that sport program. And then with our men's and women's tennis programs, which is also just a wonderful opportunity to connect with those coaches and student athletes. I love talking about the Cooper Athletics Leadership Program. I mean, I love when people ask me about how it started, because I think that the story of how our program started is an indication of the community that we have and the support that we have and the support that student athletes have. So the Cooper Athletics Leadership Program started in 2015. The program, there was already some type of student development programming happening within the athletic department. But with the generosity of Peter and Sue Cooper and the Cooper family, we were able to establish more of a structured program. And where, kind of the program emerged and came from was this understanding that there are a lot of life lessons and leadership lessons that are already learned through participation in sports. So the program developed from that, and the idea really was at that time was, can we structure, or can we create more of a structure around this leadership development thing that maybe already happens? And within that, recognizing that there are some things, structures and tools and skills that we could put in place to help develop our student athletes and our coaches, and to create a framework around that, so where we could measure that, where we could provide additional skills, where we could support students and coaches in what maybe already happens, but maybe help advance it a little quicker. Learning about yourself and learning about the world around you is a core component of everything that we do in the Cooper Athletics Leadership Program. So one of the first things that I would say is that when student athletes graduate, what I hope that they do is that they know that they have the capacity to learn, that they know that they're adaptable, and that they can learn from other people. I think one of the things that we really try and allow students is find their own voice, and then use that own voice. So not just find your own voice and stay on the sidelines, but find your own voice and then do something with that. Apply what you're learning and do it in your own way. And I think that that is something that isn't easy. I think that takes years, right? So for some people, they're gonna leave college, they're gonna leave Georgetown and the Hilltop and feel like, okay, I'm ready to go. And then they're gonna face certain challenges and adversity, because we all do. But I hope that students feel empowered that they've gone through some of that on campus, and that they have the capacity to do that in other environments. For us, the Student Athlete Advisory Committee really represents all of our 29 sport programs. And the idea is that with having representatives from each team, that committee, so this committee of 40, 50 student athletes, represent the best interest and kind of the voice, and serve as a unified voice. I think that's one of the ways they think about it too, is serve as a unified voice of what it means to be a student athlete at Georgetown. The most important thing with SAC is that it's student-led, it's student-initiated. I serve as their advisor, so each SAC has a staff member who's their advisor. I serve as their advisor, and my role with them is really to help guide them, to hold them accountable sometimes. So if they say, hey, these are our 3 goals, I can say, hey, what about that 3rd goal that you've talked about and we haven't gotten to help them learn how to share leadership, how to, I think that's not easy for student athletes. Like, you get to that position and you think, okay, I need to do it all. So there's a lot of lessons that they can learn. And then part of it is to connect with our senior administrators. So the SAC board is very connected with our senior leadership from an administrative standpoint. I think our coaches are really curious. Like, the one thing that is most impressive to me is how eager our coaches are to learn. I don't take that for granted. I think that is what, that is a strength of our athletic department, that our coaches are eager to learn, are open to learning. The conversations that they have amongst themselves, the way that they lean on each other, again, I think is just so unique and so impressive. And I think that's why we're having the success that we're having too. And I think that's why our student athletes lean into those conversations as well. I mean, it's tough not to respect a coach that, puts themselves in a position to learn from other people. I mean, if you're a student athlete and you see your coach leaning into those conversations, choosing to come to a program, choosing to read a book or to talk about something, I mean, as a student athlete, that's a role model for you. You're looking at that and you're thinking, okay, that's how we do things.